Well, good morning, everyone. Once again, welcome to another live this morning, and the Doctor is in podcast. We're so happy to have you on with us, and we appreciate you guys more than you know. And we really want to say hello to a few folks here before we get started with this morning's program. And let's say hello to Kevin. Finally, Kevin, you're back to number one. Sonia, Nativity, Mary. Everybody is concerned about Kevin, aren't they? Janice, Nick from our staff, and Margaret. You know, we have a great group, don't we? Laurie and Brian, how are you guys from Sarasota, Florida? And Laurie from Niagara Falls and Sandra from Aurelia. Chantal, bonjour. Do you know that Chantal's son is playing in the Quebec Major Junior League? And Wendy, Leela, and John from Elgin, Illinois. Yvonne, I love watching Chantal's son playing on TV. Jeanette from our staff, Len and Judy, Edmonton, Alberta, Georgie, Halifax, Nova Scotia, Fran, Orangeville, Jerry, good morning, Jerry, Nouveau Brunswick, Jody, Ruth Ann, Fran from Valcarra, right in our backyard, Janine, Thea, we love you guys. Yeah, congratulations to Chantal and her son. They're playing in the Quebec finals there. Diane, Kathy, Philippines, Yolande, bonjour, Donna from Bell Valley. And Andrea's watching too. So Jerry and Andrea, friends from Nouveau Brunswick. And Nellie, Deb, Deb's from Detroit, Michigan. Leo, Robin, Connecticut, and Danny, and Linda, Nouveau Brunswick. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kathy, it's 8:32 p.m. in the Philippines. Zian, tired this morning, she says. Kelly, Alberta, Olive, Barbara, Nova Scotia, a couple of more guys. Tammy from Stephenville, Newfoundland. How are you? And Barbara. Oh, I want to sing Barbara. Huntington Beach, California. Yvonne, good morning. Helga, good morning. Judy, good morning. Cold, eh? Yeah, it's been cool here in Northern Ontario. Okay. Now, I know I'm not supposed to sing, but I got to sing this morning. Okay? You guys all remember it? Well, if you're my age, you remember this song. Sugar, sugar, honey, honey, you are my candy girl. Remember that? We're going to talk about sugar this morning. I'm sort of entitling this, The House Always Wins. That's an expression, right? If you're going to Vegas, okay, and you're going there to do some gambling, the expression is, the house always wins. The reason I'm saying that is that if we insist on eating sugar, consuming sugar, the house always wins. Meaning that no matter what, you're going to get, and not so much you guys because you know better, but the world out there is going to get very sick. And let's face it, what did I talk about last week before I show you a new study? How much sugar are we consuming? Near 200 pounds. But in 2011, what did I bring out? Hold on, I got to find it. How many? It's a pallet. Where did I put this now? Of course, I'm going to look for it. How much? I know I have it in my notes here. How much sugar we eat. Does somebody remember? Oh yeah, we talked about those cancer cells growing and how much sugar we're eating. Okay, not gonna look forever. It's a pallet. Aha, I got it. The average American, this was in 2011, consumes 5.8 pallets of refined sugar in their lifetime. That's 2011. That's 150 pounds of sugar a year. That's what it comes out to. You know what it is now? It's almost at 200. And the house always wins because, and I've talked to you about this a million times, but what happens is metabolic syndrome. Okay? It's the biggest effect. What is metabolic syndrome? What does 93% of the population have? Metabolic syndrome? Yeah, doc, what's that mean? Well, it's very serious because you have high blood sugars, still not diabetes, okay? Remember what I say about blood sugar. It's a lagging indicator. The last thing that will happen to your body is diabetes. It's the last thing. It's not the first thing. It's the last thing. Okay? Your body is built to keep you away from diabetes. And here we are. What? 40, 50% of the population are already diabetic? It's the last thing. Okay? It's the last thing. Metabolic syndrome is the first thing. So what happens, blood sugars start going up, but they're still normal. Blood pressure goes up. Triglycerides go up. Cholesterol goes down, HDL. Teeter-totter. If triglycerides go up, the HDL goes down. Okay? HDL goes up, triglycerides go down. How do you get HDL up and triglyceride down? Stop eating sugar. And eat eggs, meat, and cheese. Why do you think, guys, I'm so narrow-minded? Somebody said that to me. Doc, you're narrow-minded. You better believe I am. Because I'm telling you, the big problem in our society today is sugar. Honey, honey, you're my candy girl. And it's killing us. And, waist circumference. I add uric acid levels going through the roof. And the reason is because of high fructose corn syrup, which is, again, the antichrist of sugars. It's the worst of the worst. But, okay, now, let me get to a new study, okay? How much sugar does it take to weaken your immune system? Okay? Now, I've done this with you in the past, so hold on a minute. Let me just show it to you here, if I can get it up. Okay, now, I'm showing you something for the folks who are going to listen to this on a podcast and later on, okay? I want you to envision it or do what I just did. Go to YouTube and look at a white blood cell, okay, chasing a bacteria. I'm going to show it, but you can do it on YouTube. Just go to YouTube and put in there white blood cell chasing bacteria. I used to watch this in my office. Guys, listen. Ask Jeanette. Ask Nicole. I mean, we just did. I would stop the presses, and I want to show you something. Okay? I want to show you. You know, guys, let me make a statement here, okay? Okay? We have lost the art of medicine. Do you know what I mean by that? We don't have that anymore. The art of medicine. Okay, what does that mean? Doctors used to practice the art of medicine, meaning that they were listening, they were asking questions, they were observing, and they would explain things. That was what we called, okay? I remember taking a course in the art of medicine, okay? And my dad was fantastic because he taught me so much. Son, ask questions. Why? Because patients have inside information. Never forgot that. The art of medicine. We've lost it. You know, in a lot of ways, okay. And again, am I telling you to get rid of your doctor? Of course not. I'm just saying it's just a fact. Okay? The art is gone because, you know, doctors in a lot of ways have become glorified pharmacists. Glorified pharmacists. Are they smart? You bet your boots they're smart. Are they capable? You bet your boots they're capable. But the way our system is now, hijacked by the pharmaceutical companies, and it starts right at the education of doctors. It starts in medical school. Indoctrination. And it's symptomatology. What's that mean? Well, if you got a headache, here's a pill. Instead of, why do you have a headache? Do you know what I'm getting at? That's what we call the art of medicine. It's lost. Is it ever going to come back? I don't know. If you have a doctor that's practicing the art of medicine, get on your knees and kiss their feet. Like, I'm just kidding, okay? No, but I'm serious. You know, the next time you're in, give them a big hug and tell them how much you appreciate them, him or her, practicing the art of medicine. Okay? Anyway, that was a pontification. A pontification. Okay. So here we are. I'm going to show you again, okay? I'm going to show you a white blood cell chasing a bacteria. I used to show my patients this all the time to show them one part of their immune system, okay? And they're always fascinating to watch it live. I said, that's your blood. I was practicing the art of medicine. I was explaining to them how their body works. The life of the flesh is in the blood. Okay? So, let me show it to you. Okay? You know me and my technology. All right, let's just see if we can see it live. I'll get it up here. And, okay? See that? See that white blood cell moving all around? It's chasing a bacteria. You can see it on my iPad, okay?
How to kill
Whoop. You know. And then, of course, me. Technologically impaired. That's me. Okay. Now, okay. Why am I bringing this up? Why am I bringing this up? Because there's a new study and an old study. Okay? That white blood cell. Okay? You know what sugar does? Okay. 1973 Journal of Clinical Nutrition. You can Google it and get it up. The article, November 1973, in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Here's what it says. Well, here's the headline. The role of sugar in human neutrophilic phagocytosis. Oh, leave it to medicine to be complicated. Here's what it means. What stops a white blood cell, which you just watched live, what stops it from chasing a bacteria, doing its job, keeping your blood spick and span? Boy, that's an old term. What keeps your blood spick and span? Well, if you don't have leaky gut, that's one. Okay. But if a bacteria is invaded, you have white blood cells, neutrophils, T cells, and they're out chasing bacteria until they take a siesta. And in 1973, the Journal of Clinical Nutrition said 75 grams of sugar stopped the white blood cells from chasing bacteria and other things, bad guys, for 5 hours. My friend, if you have a Coke, if you have a Pepsi, patients used to come in and say, Doc, I only have one Pepsi a day. And I used to go, that's a lot of sugar. About 10, 12, 13 teaspoons. That's going to do a lot. The house always wins. The house always wins. Meaning we lose. When the house wins, we lose. Go to Vegas, sit at the blackjack table, or go to the, yeah, I know, they show you the odd winner and woohoo, and isn't that great and whatever. But let's face it, the house always wins. You think Vegas is in business by losing? They don't lose. They want you to sit there and you're having fun losing. True or false? Right? I've been to Vegas. You? Are you having fun? Yeah? What are you doing? Losing. I mean, the house always wins. When you consume sugar, you lose. That's a 1973 study. Oh, did that ever get buried? Did that ever get buried? Guys, why do you think I've been doing this for a long time, boys and girls? Okay? I've been doing this a long time. I saw that study. 1973. I hadn't even graduated yet. 50 years ago, this study came out. I graduated 49 years ago. No, but we knew it then. But you know what happened? This is incredible. A couple of things. One, I'm a big history buff, guys. I like to go deep. Why? What's happened? The sugar industry, listen to what they did. When this study came out, and even before it, they were paying researchers paying them to vilify fat instead of sugar. Guys, I remember it like it was yesterday. They paid scientists to lie. They did. The cereal companies were in on it. Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, they were in on it. They went out to vilify fat. Let's make fat the boogeyman. Have they succeeded? Holy moly. Even today, I get a headache. It's like I'm getting punched in the face over and over and over again. I get on Google and, some people that I've even worked with or colleagues, and, oh, you know what's bad for you? Red meat. On our Facebook this morning, someone said, at least I saw it this morning, Dr. Martin's talking about eggs, meat, and cheese. Isn't cheese inflammatory? Where do you think that came from? I'm not blaming the poor lady. Where do you think that came from? Indoctrination. Fat is bad. And sugar, everything in moderation. You could see it. I watched them do it. Everything in moderation. Right? What's the most important meal of the day? Cereal. You want to go? Don't go, okay? Avoid like the plague. But let's say, for unforeseen circumstances, you end up in the hospital. It's more dangerous than Afghanistan. Okay, why do I say that? Look what they feed you. Orange juice. A breakfast of, cereal. And toast. Yikes. And they have dietitians at the hospital. But remember, they got bought and paid for. They got bought. You wouldn't think it could happen, but it happened. They got bought. So 1973, a study is in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, which I still read, okay? And they said, well, phagocytosis, meaning your white blood cells go to sleep, they have a siesta for 5 hours with a can of Coke. Now, they didn't say a can of Coke, okay? They just said sugar. That's 1973. Now, okay, I'm bringing you a new study. We'll tie them together because the house always wins. The house always wins. Okay? According to Dr. Lustig, who's probably one of the leading experts on sugar and the effect of sugar. You can go to YouTube and watch them if you want. Okay? And according to him, 50 grams is the level by which they can already assess damage to the liver. That's less than a can of Coke or Pepsi or 7-Up. Some people think, well, 7-Up. At least when, is 7-Up still a drink? Okay. Is it? Or Sprite? Right? Well, it's not Coke. It's Sprite. What's the difference? They think it's better for you. As a kid, okay? As a kid, you know what was better for you? Ginger ale. Better than Coke. Yeah, maybe, why, I don't know, but is that crazy or what? How they, marketing, isn't it crazy? Well, ginger ale's better than Coke. It's good for you. Yeah, okay. Like, maybe. I don't think so, But what Lustig is saying, okay, the foremost researcher on sugar, he's saying one time drink of a Coke or a Pepsi or a soda of any kind. In Canada, we call it pop. In the States, they call it soda. Okay? You have one of those, and you're already starting damage to your liver. Man. Immune system? Why do you think, guys, okay? Why do you think I'm so big on elimination, not moderation? I'm big on elimination. If you do nothing else, okay, in my office, if you do nothing else, eliminate sugar. Okay? We'll talk about carbs after. Okay? Just eliminate sugar. No more sugar. Don't put any sugar in your coffee. Oh, doctor, how about honey? Honey. Sugar. Look, honey, unpasteurized honey, okay? Unpasteurized honey is certainly better than sugar. But when we are consuming, hold on, how many pallets? I'm going to get it to you because I got it right here now. Where did I put it? 5.8 pallets of refined sugar in a lifetime. That's the average person in the United States in 2011. 5.8 pallets. Go behind the grocery store or go to Home Depot or Home Hardware or whatever they call those things and watch the delivery trucks come in, okay? They're bringing stuff in pallets, okay? In pallets. And they got those, the forklifts to lift the pallet, because ain't nobody lifting those things, my friend. In a lifetime, the average person, 5.8 of those pallets full of sugar, which comes out to 150 pounds of sugar each a year. House always wins. Why do you think I'm so negative on sugar when it comes to cancer? Okay? The world out there goes, oh, cancer? Eliminate red meat. Okay? Eliminate red meat. That's going to give you colon cancer. That's going to give you cancer there, and it's acidic and it's no good for you, and it's going to clog up your arteries and indoctrination. They bought their way into our lives. The sugar industry that feeds the cereals and the middle aisles of your grocery store. The fruit juice companies, you name sugar that's added, okay? And they did it, and they lied, and they bought scientists to talk about fat being the problem, not sugar. So if one wants to get healthy, they must eliminate sugar. Because as Lustig says, it damages your liver. And when that liver is damaged, remember, you cannot be a diabetic unless you have fatty liver. Did you know that? Yeah. It's because when the suitcase is full, when the Costco parking lot is full, diabetes, but think of it. They didn't even know this in 1973. All they knew in 1973 is, holy moly, sugar. They were doing live blood, and they gave participants sugar, and they watched their white blood cells come to a screeching halt. Damn right, and you're exaggerating. I didn't do the study. I'm just telling you, don't shoot the messenger. Okay? Don't shoot the messenger. Think of how important that is. We talk about positive and negative, okay? What do I mean by that when it comes to sugar? Well, the positive thing is when you cut it out, is it ever unreal what happens to your body? Just by getting rid of sugar. Never mind carbs, okay? No, I mean it. Like bread, it turns to sugar in nanoseconds, okay? But I'm not even talking about that today. Not yet. I'm not even talking about noodles or pasta or whatever that turns to sugar in nanoseconds. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about getting rid of sugar. Start there. Start there. Okay? You get damage to that liver. That's metabolic syndrome. And I'm telling you, my friend, it's the elephant in the room in our society, and people are not taking this serious enough. Medicine, I can't get their attention. I can't get their attention. They're not listening. But when medical schools, they don't teach nutrition. Imagine that. Imagine that. How can that even be? What's the Martin Clinic statement? You have a food industry that don't care about your health. Okay? You have a food industry, and there's only about 10 big companies, and they run the whole thing. Okay? They run the whole thing. You have a food industry, they don't care about your health. They lie. Liars, liars, pants on fires. And they lie and they buy. Okay? The food industry. They lie and they buy. What do I mean by that? They buy scientists. And remember, What's the lie? Put it in brackets. Moderation. Dr. Martin's crazy. You know why he's crazy? Because he don't believe in moderation. He's crazy. He's a quack. I don't believe in moderation. I don't. It's not true. Research shows it's not true. You have a food industry that doesn't care about you. They don't care about your health. And then you have a pharmaceutical industry or medical industry, okay? They don't know anything about food. They don't. Imagine. I mean, that is the worst case scenario. You have cancer and they give you Boost. You can't, let's say you're on liquids at the hospital. They give you Boost. Insure. So you insure that you're going to die. It's killing your immune system. One drink of Insure. Whoop. Oh, you know what? Tastes good. Oh yeah, you got some protein in there. You need that to get better. No, it's killing you. Sugar, honey, honey, you are my candy girl. I used to love singing that when I was a kid. Okay, guys, I'm telling you, I get supercharged. It brings me back to my days in practice, okay? I get supercharged when I used to look at people's blood. Man, it was always fascinating. It really was. Okay? Look at that white blood cell chasing the bacteria. You tell me there's no God? I don't know what to tell you. Okay. Guys, we love you. I know I say that, but I mean it. Okay? Do we love our audience or what? You bet your boots we do. Okay? 2, okay? You know what tomorrow is? Question and Answer Friday. Get those questions in because we're going to have fun. Okay? Fun. Okay, love you guys. Talk to you soon.